Hello everyone, welcome to UOIT Signal System Labs experiment number 1. In this video, we're going to discuss a few things that you need to know in MATLAB in order to plot the functions and in order to define a variable in symbolic toolbox. So let's start with a quick example. Let's say in math, we want to define a function x of t is equal e to the power minus 2t ut. So you can see in math, I can write down this function without defining the time. So variable t is not defined now. We can just define it anytime we want to plot. So first, let's replace all the functions and variables with their equivalences in MATLAB. So let's say in MATLAB, I write down x of t. Exponential function is x, so x minus 2 times t times, for step function ut, in MATLAB we have a function called Heaviside. So Heaviside of t is resembling the step function in math. But if I type this command in MATLAB and run it, I'm going to get an error indicating that the variable t is undefined. But let's say I really don't want to define it at this moment, same as what we do in regular math. So in MATLAB, a toolbox has been developed for this purpose. It's called symbolic toolbox. So all I need to do is to define the variable t as a symbolic variable, and the function and command which I need is sims. So sims t means that t is a symbolic toolbox. So basically it's telling MATLAB, for now, ignore about the fact that t is undefined. You are telling MATLAB that I'm going to give the t variable to you later when I want to plot it. So let's say now it's the time that I want to plot this function in MATLAB. Then I go and I define the variable t. Let's say I want to plot this function from the range of minus 10 to 10. So I'm going to say minus 10 to 10. So t is defined at this moment before writing the function. Now let's say I want to plot it. So I'm going to use the function fplot in MATLAB after 2016, so the new version in 2017. Fplot is used as opposed to um, EasyPlot, which had some problems in the discontinuity points. So fplot x and t. So this is the function that I'm going to use. This is going to plot the function x the way I defined it over the range of t the way I defined it from minus 10 to 10. So I have already written these 4 lines in MATLAB. So you can see these 4 lines. The symbolic toolbox has been defined here. Then the function has been defined here. Then the range is defined in this line, and this is the way I use the fplot. I have used one extra command, which is setting the edge handle for the plot to the color red. If you have multiple plots, you want to plot them in a different color, so this line is going to set the color for every time you use the fplot. So if I run this command, you can see that the function e to the minus 2t has been plotted here. You can see that I expected e to the minus 2t to be equal to 1, but you see the discontinuity here. To see the plot in a better way, I'm going to just go to the view menu and say property editor, and if I double click the y-axis, then you can see that automatically is set the maximum to 0.6. I'm going to uncheck the auto and change this to 1. And you can see also the decreasing trend for the e to the power minus 2 t after t is equal to 0. So I'm going to close this window, and I'm going to show you also the other benefits of using the symbolic toolbox. Let's say you want to investigate the behavior of the mirrored version of x of t, which is x of minus t. So what I did here, I define another function called x3, which is equal x minus t. So you can see the MATLAB is now very similar to the regular math, where I define a function x of minus t. I can use the same fplot to plot x of minus t and see how the mirror version of x of t is going to look like. Or the shifted version, I define another function x5, which is xt minus 2, which is the shifted version of x of t to the right by 2 units, and use the hplot to plot the x5 for the same range of minus 10 to 10. This is about symbolic toolbox and what you need for experiment 1 in Signal Systems Lab. I hope it was helpful, and thank you for watching this video.